Welcome to the Geek Easy. Sit back, grab a libation of your choice, and relax, 'cause it's time to do some geek stuff in the Geek Easy. Welcome to the Geek Easy, fellow geeks. Let's grab a beverage of your choice, because today we will be discussing Injustice: God Amongst Us, Volume 1. Published by DC, written by Tom Taylor, drawn by Jeremy Rappak, Bruno Redondo, Axel Jimenez, David Yarlin, Tom Derenick, Mark Deering, and Diana Igia, however you pronounce that. Now, I had seen this around, I'd heard about it, so I know the basic plot, Joker tricks Superman into killing a pregnant Lois Lane, and then Batman goes ape shit. I mean, not Batman, but Superman. Okay, Joker tricks Superman into killing a pregnant Lois Lane, and then Superman goes ape shit and takes over the world. But I'd never read any of it. I was at my LCS's yearly big sale, like in August. Back issues, first week, from like the first week of August, $4, boom, 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 all the way down to like the last week was like 50 cents an issue or something like that. And I saw this one and it was $4. And it was normally 15. So I said, okay, let me pick it up. And I have to say I really enjoyed it. Because here's the thing that I had with this. One is it was based on a game. And I'm not a big gamer, so okay. And two, it is Tom Taylor. Tom Taylor, when he's good, he's really good. Then there's times he's not really good. You get him in his otherworld, non-canon stuff. He's really good. You get him in his canonical stuff, where he has to work within the confines of stuff. Yeah, that's when the issues come up. And I didn't know where this fell because one, it is an Elseworld thing because it's based on the game, and so things like that aren't going to happen. But two, he had to work within a certain confines because it's following the game. So where was he going to fall? Oh, sorry, I just don't mean to keep. Where is he going to fall on this? Which Tom Taylor is going to be showing up? The first one, at least as far as it goes with this. He is, it pretty much hits the ground running. You've got this first page right here with Batman. It's obviously Batman narrating, and then it kicks back 5 years, where Superman finds out that they're going to have a kid. And then, boom, it starts, right away. And you begin to see the alteration of Superman. His attitude starting to change. And it doesn't come right away. It's not like 1 second he's Mr. Blue Boy Scout. Hey, everything's all hunky dory. The next second he's like, I'm gonna kill everybody. I mean that first little like Bugs Bunny says, you better watch out. The first step's a doozy because it does change. It does change. Big amount. So he's starting to use, obviously he kills the Joker. That's not a spoiler. And his attitude changes a lot, but not to the point where he becomes the despot yet. And then you can start seeing, even in this thing, where it's like 6 issues, you can start seeing the incremental changes because he's saying, okay, doing this, then he's starting to get pushed back. The government does this, saying, what are we going to do? And he's like, no, you're not paying attention. So it's the push and shove that's coming, and you can sort of start seeing the pushback and him going this and them doing this. So you can start to see how things are going, and you're beginning to see the lines drawn. Of course, the first person that's automatically going to be is Batman. He's going to be, he's the guy that's just like, no, you don't do this type of stuff. You're not that guy. Me, maybe. You, no. And we don't kill. And it's nice to see how the sides is starting to get drawn. Then you get Arthur saying, this is the surface world shit. You leave me alone. So I really like this. And but one thing that was kind of distracting me during this whole thing, and it's not really what was going on in this book. It's what's going to happen, because we know. I mean, that he eventually does become the big bad and take over, and people are trying to fight against him. This is something that kind of bugs me. All right, so you get something to the line of Tower of Babel, right? Excuse me. Batman has a plan to take out everybody, including Superman. And it's kind of easy. Okay? He does this. But he's also got, well, not really a shit ton, but he's probably got a little bit of kryptonite here and there, right? You can stop him. And yes, he's, a Superman that is not as constrained by morality, would be a little harder to get. But you've got 5, 6, 7 different Flashes who are faster than Superman. You've got Shazam, who is just as strong and has magic, so who can, fight, who'd go toe-to-toe with him and probably beat him because he's got magic. You can do that. You can have all these different Flashes going on and trying to get this kryptonite on him. You've got in this one there's only one Green Lantern, but there's 5 Earth Green Lanterns that can just sit there and go, take him out. And those guys that's supposed to be the strongest weapon in the universe. And then also there's one of my favorite superheroes, which is very underrated, Firestorm, who can stop Superman with one finger. And don't say this hasn't happened. He can't do this, because it was in a comic, in one of the Firestorm comics. Firestorm, he can just turn the molecules in the air around Superman into a big ball of kryptonite and go, see ya. And it's going to go, okay? he did it. He did it in one of the issues, and all the other Justice League people had to, because they were chasing him, and he did that, and all the Justice League people had to go and, save Superman, so he was able to get away. So there's all these different ways they can beat Superman, but when it comes to this, they can't. And I can understand. I mean, the whole point is that they're working to try and stop him, and that it's not going to be easy. Of course, I'm not saying that it would be, but it's kind of funny how situationally they can beat him in just takes a couple of issues, and then this thing, it's what they've got like 6 years where they can't beat him. I mean, it's like, come on, folks. But that's just what's going on in the back of my head as this thing is building up, and I know, we obviously know where it's going because that's the whole point of the book. But yeah, Volume 1, it leaves off at the end of, I think, issue 6 or something like that. This is the first 6 issues. And it's really good. I'm really impressed with it. It's better than I thought it would be. So the only reason I bought this was because it had it was $4, and then I was debating on whether if I liked this, I would probably start looking for like the Absolutes or the Omnibuy. Because someone told me that if I want to get the trades, that would be forking out some incredible amounts of money because there's so many of them. So I'm just thinking Omnibuy. But all right. But yes, I'm going to give this a 4.5 out of 5. Because the story is just so well done. It's the good Tom Taylor who does a really good job. The art is, because they have so many different people, it changes a little bit, but it's still usually really good. So 4.5 out of 5, and just say, yeah, get it. If you don't already have it, it's worth the money, it's worth the time, and enjoy the hell out of it. So let me know in the comments below what you thought of it. If you read it, like, subscribe, and most of all, enjoy your comics.